Hey there YouTube, welcome to Project Zomboid. I'm Phoenix Pyres and today we're going to be jumping into build 42.3. I have around 2,000 hours in builds 40 and 41 and I expect none of them to apply. So I wanted to share my excitement and my sense of adventure as we dive into this new build together. There's a time code on screen now if you'd like to skip to the gameplay, but otherwise I'll run you through the setup for this run. I normally play on custom sandbox with a few tweak settings, which I'll get into shortly. But firstly, this is gorgeous. I'd like to draw particular attention to the video player, which adds dynamism to the scene and really shows off the character of the locations that you're going to be playing in. Otherwise, the detail that's gone into this map is stunning. The fold lines especially, I like as a quirky little detail. What's cool is that as a new player, you could actually use the new map screen to pick out points of interest before you begin your run. That gives you initial goals to target and something to orientate the first week of play around. Ultra's a common spawn, a recommended spawn for a lot of people, so knowing what's here, you can really start to take away some of that early game uncertainty. It's an absolute improvement over what was there before. We'll be starting over in Echo Creek, simply because that will give us much easier access to the western portion of the map, which I haven't explored and is new in build 42. My custom sandbox settings don't deviate too much from standard apocalypse. Zombie respawn is off. Zombie migration between cells is still enabled, so we'll still have plenty of new friends to play with. But it will allow us to feel as though we're actually taking control of an area. Fake dead zombie reanimation is enabled for world and combat zombies, as I quite like the idea of a zombie taking a bite out of me from behind. Loot is all normal, nothing changed there. Nature, meta, I thought it would be interesting to have living zombies contribute to sickness and other stats, debuffs which are only normally generated by corpses. I'm not quite sure what the magnitude of the impact will be, but it should give us something new to consider when we're tackling hordes and fighting large groups of zombies day in, day out. Firearm jam multiplier is an interesting one. I'm fairly sure that it was enabled in build 41. If not, I've chosen to re-enable it here. I enjoy the idea of it being so rare that it genuinely throws me off. Everything else is fine, all normal, so those are the settings I'll be playing under. The last menu of the main menu, I promise, it's character creation time. I'm actually going to skip going with my normal build for once. I'm just going to hit random. That's given us blacksmith knowledge, as well as baseball player and nutritionist for our positive traits. And for our negatives, we've got unfit and weak stomach. So I think that's actually quite an interesting medley. The real wild card here is unfit. That's a very big change from my normal playthroughs. And with the muscle strain changes, this could have massive ramifications for my rather aggressive playstyle. Another difference is that we actually have an occupation to work with, in this case carpenter, and that will give us +3 to carpentry and +1 to short blunt, maintenance and carving, while the obvious standout is carpentry, which in build 42 will give us access to many more recipes than we ever had in build 41. I think the unsung heroes might actually be maintenance and short blunt. Hammers are really common and they're good, durable, hard-hitting weapons, while maintenance will help if we can't find really anything to begin with, and should therefore keep us going until we can expand our stockpile. And we're going to leave that because that is an absolutely fantastic looking character. That is some excellent hair. And yeah, so this is our man, Nathan Rains. Let's see how he does. And we're in, so we're starting off really well. We've got a TV, which we can use for experience gains, so that's good. Ooh, and a vehicle key to start us off with. Now we just have to hope that the engine runs and there's gas in the tank. For now though, we'll chuck the pistol and the ammo into there. We don't want it, that's a death sentence. I'll make my way over into the kitchen, staying low, both to get XP for sneaking and to keep out of sight of any nearby Zeds. Interesting. Can we slice and dice with a pizza cutter? No, not yet. In that case, we'll chuck you back in there, and then make our way back into the living room to catch the first TV show. Aha, typical me, I didn't change the channel. It's like I've only got 100 hours in this game. Still, we caught it, so I'll go look in the bedroom while the ad plays. Box of tissues we don't need, not that are cold to fend off anyway. We're going to wear the hat, and a tank top, just to give us a bit of protection from the sun. The ad's still playing though, so I may as well have a look in the bathroom quickly. Good thing I did too, because the plunger will work as a weapon, just about, and the sewing kit will come in handy later for tailoring. Looks like we're about to learn how to make everyone's favourite bowl of soup, so we'll wait here until the cooking show is finished. Now it looks like we're in Echo Creek's trailer park, which is starting to become a bit of a familiar sight, as I've spawned here in every single one of my testing playthroughs so far. Can't imagine there's that many spawn points. There's a burned building over there, we've just got a cooking level, and we should probably talk plans. So if I look off to the northeast, that's likely the direction that we'll head in. You'll probably trust it about as much as I do, but 40 minutes of fragmented gameplay tells me there's not really any zombies down there. And if we consider the other trailer parks in other towns, they all have various amenities in them, so we might run into something more useful than a trailer. Still, for now, let's loot everything else in here, just to make sure we're fully stocked. I could consider taking the curtains as well, and turning them into a sheet bag, but you tend to run into enough zombies with bags early on that I'm not really sure it's worth it. Trailer's looted, so let's head out to rummage through this tasty rubbish. Huh, I didn't know you could get burnt food in bins now. I guess that's one discovery. Let's go see what this clapped out piece of junk over here gives us. An empty glass bottle, that'll serve us well. But with any luck, the bigger prize might be under the bonnet. Although, the star of the show might be that you can actually find items on seats now. Especially such literary treasures as Moby Dick. Anyway, quick look tells us that the battery's good and there's no fuel, but we've got zombies that we'll need to deal with. Before that though, let's go handle the fresh meat. It's still mooing, so we'll go back outside and deal with these guys. There we go. Right. That was surprisingly effective. So much more so than I was expecting. And there's quite a few down there, so we don't really want to linger here. That little conga line won't serve us anything other than death. We've got a little bit though, so let's have a look at these guys. Oh no, wait, if we take the leather coat, our finest wish.com Sherlock Holmes. Beautiful, just beautiful. It looks reasonably clear, so let's jump over here and we'll quickly do this guy in. Now with the handle, the head's gone somewhere. I'm surprised both he and the handle are holding up that well actually. With that done, we'll nab his wristwatch and scalper. There's a bunch coming. There's too many of them to fight, and we still have plenty of time in the day, so we'll take them over here to the side of the trailer park that we're not yet interested in looting. Then we'll just cut back around and head back the way we came. So now that they're in a nice neat ball, we'll leave them here and head back. Given that it's nearly midday, we'll make a quick detour just to see if we can catch woodcraft before they break through. We've got here a bit quicker than I was expecting, so we'll see if we can capture a point or two. Nope, no such luck. That's alright though, it was a bit of a gamble, so let's get into the bedroom and get out of here. The door should hold while we get the glass out. And with that done... Nope, okay, no XP through the window. Our guy's clearly a bit more of a visual learner. Forgetting about our starting building, we'll head down here, hopefully away from the masses. I'll eat some of this patty now as well, just in case we're similarly driven off later. And this game continues to surprise because there's quite a few more down here than I had in any of my earlier playthroughs. I'll have to be quite careful of that. The far north side looks clear at least, so we'll bundle these guys up again in a similar manoeuvre to before. Looks like some of the earlier lot have joined us, so this might actually work in our favour. We can put them all into a big ball and take them far, far away. That guy looks like he might have had something in him though, so we might want to come back for him. So from here we're looking to loop them around the side of this trailer and then go back around again ourselves, breaking contact on the far side of the trailer park. That should be a fairly simple operation, especially if we start sneaking here. Of course, it'll be just my luck that someone ambushes me round this corner. And it makes a pleasant change that I wasn't. I'm fairly sure they're still after me, so I'm going to keep sneaking, go really wide, around that far trailer, and keep my ears pricked up for any surprises. Needless to say, I'm a little nervous. Glad I noticed him, but he hasn't noticed us. He might do in a moment. Ah, yep, there we go. Looks like we've got a key for that trailer. And with that empty beer bottle, we can start building up a small stock of water. Round this corner, there's two that I can see. So let's let that one come to us. It's always good to keep zombies separated and to work with the smallest number that you absolutely have to. You've got a hatchet, my friend. I would like to ask you a question. Can I has that hatchet? With a little bit of luck here, the answer should be yes. Good. That's a really good find. Way more effective than the plunger handle we just broke. So with respect to a muscle strain flying around, let's go on the offensive. There's a couple after us, so we'll jump through this window here. That's no problem. So I think what we'll do for the moment is anchor ourselves around this building and use it as a bit of a sacrificial lamb. That way, the number of trailers that we have to choose from to base ourselves up in the first night remains as high as possible. And with this hand axe in hand, we might just pull that plan off. I still think that we can clear the northern end of the trailer park in the first day. Oh, especially with a knockout blow like that. A few more of those and we'll be able to loot to our heart's content, which is why I'm not worrying about it now. We've got some muscle strain, some pain, but that's okay. There might be a couple lurking inside. Nope, okay, just plenty of food. A TV too, useful. This place is pretty smashed up, so we'll see what we find. There's some keys as well. Ooh, hello. I take it back. I take it all back. They're everywhere. Still, if we can wrestle that hockey stick off him, that might be pretty good. With that actual jump scare out of the way, let's get him out here and deal with him. Ah, damn, I wasn't sure what you'd do there. Oh, okay, that's dangerous. Okay, here we go. Ah, switch targeting. Right, another one. We were a bit too hesitant in this fight, so let's back off a bit, take him up to the road. And then let's do that again, properly. Hit them. Push them down. Oh, just my luck. Turning at the wrong moment. There we go, there we go. Whoa, nice. You have a thick skull, lady. Let's have a quick look at what we've got here. Okay, that's good. Hunting knife, hockey stick, and a switchblade. Decent. Let's try use the second one, and our long blunt skill, to make up for the fact that we're exerted. And once this is over, come on, we'll need to take a break. I will say, as much as it probably feels like our character is swinging a boulder right about now, this hockey stick is a lot less effective than I thought it was going to be. With his head bashed in, let's go over here and sit on the ground. So if we take a look at this hockey stick, it's not bad, but let's wait until we're fully rested up before we put it to proper use. While we touch grass and wait here, let's get some mood management done. To stop us getting a bit hot and uncomfortable, let's get the leather coat and the long sleeve shirt off. Just in case safety glasses smothered in blood do actually cause a problem, we'll take those off as well. Finally, so that we can continue to feel hot and uncomfortable, let's deal with this guy. With it getting close to 6 o'clock, let's jump in here quickly to catch exposure survival, which will give us fishing experience on the first day. Doesn't sound like there's anything on the other side of this curtain, so we should be alright to jump through. You know, it's probably worth noting that we've seen quite a few trailers with crisps and cans in them. We'll have to make a point to go and gather those up once we start looting. Not essential, of course, we want to focus on the perishables, but they'll be handy to have. Serious sport for serious people. As our mate Dean shows up and 6 o'clock begins to pass over the horizon, we'll start to think about where best to bed down for the night. Those are okay, we don't need to worry about them for the moment. They do look interesting though. Not your typical civilian shamblers. Let's turn that off and head outside. What I'm hoping for here is that the window will help to separate them. Glass is smashed, that should be one of them going in. Okay, looks like I'm completely wrong. Well, I did kind of get stuck, just not how I wanted. I'll let them both come out. I don't tend to like going for zombies that come through windows or over fences. There's a bit too much risk. Oh, we completely whiffed that. Once these guys do go down though, it looks like they're absolutely smothered in weapons. The guy in the green looks like he's got a pipe wrench at least. Sunflower Trousers is packing a ball peen hammer. We'll stick his leather gloves on as well. Same applies to the boots, which will help us shore up our defences. Not sure how handy a sharpened toothbrush can be, but we'll take it anyway. That wasn't really where I wanted the bandana to go, but we'll leave it there for a sec. We'll grab the whetstone too. I think that could be used with the axe. All done. Let's get this bandana back on our face so it helps a bit with corpse sickness. If that was what was stopping the zombie virus from getting in through the follicles on our head, we might be in a bit of danger now, but we'll see what happens. So I'm actually going to throw a couple of things on the ground. Just stuff that we don't need for now. Should I? No, I'll stick the baseball cap back on. Only because I'm not sure if head attacks can be stopped by anything without bite or scratch resistance, but it might save us. Let's drop these two here as well, and I think we'll come back for them. Alright, with my inventory decluttered, let's go around and check through the windows. Nothing in there either. This will be our little castle. Notre petit château. See, anything can be fancy when you say it in French. So I'm going to throw all the fresh fruit into the freezer quick, just to stop it from going off. and the non-perishables into this cupboard. I'm going to keep the weapons on me for now, because I can't be sure how secure our situation is. So if we're forced out, then we'll be able to make use of those weapons to re-secure the area. Oh, and before we go, we'll turn the TV down as well. You know, seeing as we were just talking about securing the area. Although, come to think of it, we should probably just turn it off. There won't be a TV show now until 6 AM. Let's make sure that we turn off some of the lights around here, including the one outside. Oh, tricky. And back inside, I think the orange light means that it's off. We'll switch that standing lamp off as well. And then I'll grab the curtains from the bathroom. Those will go in the bedroom, but I'm not sure if I want to keep the curtains as is by picking them up, or just ripping them off and turning them into a sheet. Okay, no, we'll try and be a little bit stylish. So yeah, let's pop them somewhere useful. Oh, and you can use shift left click if you want to close the curtains without using the context menu. Not sure if you noticed earlier, but we're now a little drowsy. So if we go outside, we've got a 25% damage decrease. And now our fatigue levels really start to build if we have to do any substantial amount of fighting. That said, it's the first day, most of the zombies aren't down here, so I think we can risk searching around a little. We won't go far in any case, I just want to make sure that we're reasonably safe. It's a good thing I did pop my head out too, because there's actually quite a few cars here, and a diner to the north. While I don't think we'll tackle that today, with the light about to fade, I'll add it to the list for tomorrow. Ah, see, and that zombie was exactly why I wanted to walk around a little bit still, just to catch any stray stragglers that are still floating about. But I think we'll deal with him, we'll take a look at that grey car, and then we'll head inside. I might push my luck by searching a couple of bodies as well, but that'll be absolutely it. I'll yoink this digital watch for electronics XP, and we'll also strip him off, just so we've got his clothing around when we want to start tailoring. That'll be something that I'll do with all of the other bodies later. Let's have a little poke around in here. Whoa, okay, that's terrible. That could not have come at the worst time. Alright, think. What are we going to do here? I'm actually going to book it back up this way, just because we've already cleared it. That should give us time to see how the situation develops. So let's duck in here, and we'll see what it looks like as zombies start to filter in. Hoping, of course, that we can mostly stay out of sight. I'll quickly grab you as well, and stick this pork chop in here to start cooking, so that we hopefully have some food. Of course you're going to notice me. Excellent. Let's get outside and hope that this drop doesn't turn into a flood. Right, come on buddy. There we go. I'm in about the right spot to decapitate him too. With him down, we'll hang about for the second one that I've just seen. Oof, okay, cool. The alarm stopped. Couldn't quite get him to go. Oh, alright then. Pinpoint strike through the fence. Thought I saw one coming through the trees, so I'll just quickly double check he hasn't come inside. Maybe not. But that wasn't anywhere near as bad as I was expecting it to be. Quick check of the food here. Yep, looks alright. Ooh, hello. Actual jump scare. Hang on, I think you're a police officer, so let's give you a quick bonk. And hope that I haven't damaged your clothes a bit too much. Sure, I caught another one out there to the left. Alright, I've got a bit of room for manoeuvre here. Come on. There we go. Starting to fill up a little bit now. Yeah, right, that's a sign. Could be worth giving up ground rather than trying to hold it. Oof, it was lucky he got caught on the wall. So I'll just grab this pork chop. And then we'll go. I think we're gonna abandon this. Where are you? I'm not sure where he is. I'm not sure Wait, I need to go back and shut this off. Going to remove a glass. Going to jump through. Oh, that was very well timed. Then we'll turn around and we'll batter them. If it's not obvious, I'm a little bit frazzled by this point. But I'm just trying to think my way through the situation. Nice. More of them. There's a few too many here, but panic won't be helping either. Looks like I made the right choice. Now, these guys we can deal with. We'll try and keep these two on the floor. Push you down. Ah, I lost control. I should have stayed on top of them. One of them anyway. Okay. Get off. And you can stop nipping at my ankles too. Yep, that's looking a little sketchier. So let's grab all of these guys up. Wind through here. I would say that the guy with the duffel bag vindicates me for earlier with the sheep bag, but I'm probably not going to be able to get back to it anytime soon. Through the tree, don't grab me. And that trailer we chose is still untouched. If we can keep it that way despite all of this, we're probably onto a winner. Let's loop around all of these, put this guy into his attack animation, just so he comes along a little bit faster. With all these guys in tow, we're going to take them up this way. Hopefully taking quite a few of them around that grey trailer, and essentially repeating what we did earlier. Now it is getting dark, so we need to be properly quick about this. Pick the stragglers back up as well. Don't walk into that tree, whatever I do. We'll collect all of these up again, and you are going to taste nothing but air. I want to say we've maybe got a good 20 following us, but I can't really be sure right now. Not exactly time for a head counting triplicate. Alright, cool. Looks clear. So let's get to sneaking and getting these guys off us. Let's dodge here. Ugh, I have a clack of his teeth on that one. You're still there, that's fine. So we're just gonna walk. We're gonna walk back. This is looking far dirtier than I was expecting. I think we need to find ourselves somewhere else for the night. It's more packed than Glastonbury. Christ. Problem is that I don't really want to go wandering about in the dark. But I also can't fight this. So what I'm tempted to do is to try and walk my way into a safer area. Or I can simply walk into the forest nearby. I might risk that the light is really starting to fade. So yeah, we'll stick ourselves in the woods for tonight. Try and find a clearing or something maybe. We might have got that group of them off our back, so we might just pull this off yet. Emphasis on the might. With the zombie distribution changes in build 42, forested areas might be much safer than they used to be. If not, we'll find out soon. Still, we've definitely made a dent in the population here. That might make tomorrow much easier than it would have been otherwise. No surprises just yet. Who knows though, with the new build, we might actually just get jump scared by wildlife. It'd be pretty funny if after 2,000 hours, a rabbit is what gives me a heart attack. Right, we might think about stopping around here. We should be deep enough in. Just gonna stand here for a second and listen. Looks like we're thirsty now too. That'll be a problem for tomorrow. I'm kind of regretting leaving that extra bottle of water behind. One thing I wasn't wrong about, it's a good thing that I kept those weapons on me. We'll need those to crack skulls once the sun's up. It's a very good thing I call that bang on time. Now we just need to play the waiting game. I'll do that off camera. Once we become ridiculously tired, we'll be able to sleep on the ground. This is where I'll leave you, assuming that nothing happens. Otherwise, expect a jump cut and probably a swift death. If I survive, the second day promises carnage. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.